Welcome to our YouTube channel Mathematical Pathshala. In this lecture we are going to discuss the solution of ring theory section in the examination 2019 June CSIR NET examination. In this session they have asked total 3 questions only. One question is of 3 marks and 2 questions are of marks 4.75. So the total weightage is 12.5. क्वेश्चन काफ़ी मॉडरेट है, बेसिक पढ़ के गए हो तो क्वेश्चन को आपको करने में मज़ा भी आएगा और कुछ आपके 3 क्वेश्चन में से एक आपका रिपीटेड क्वेश्चन है जो हर साल वो पूछते हैं. चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, लेट आर बी अ कॉम्यूटेटिव रिंग विद यूनिटी, लेट आर बी अ CRU. इफ आर हैज फाइनाइटली मेनी प्राइम आइडियल्स देन आर इज अ फील्ड. ज़रूरी अगर कोई भी कॉम्यूटेटिव रिंग विद यूनिटी है उसके पास फाइनाइटली मेनी प्राइम आइडियल्स हैं देन इट हैज़ टू बी अ फील्ड. Suppose I define Q cross Q. The product of 2 rings is again a ring. This Q is a commutative, Q is a commutative, hence it is a commutative ring. It is with unity, it is with unity. So this is a CRU. So this whole is a CRU. But it has 0 divisor. You can see 1, 0. If you product with 0, 1, you are going to get 0, 0. This is a non-zero element, this is non-zero element. So it has a 0 divisor. It cannot be filled. But it has finitely many prime ideals because this is a Q, this is a Q. Whenever you are saying, say F1 cross F2 be a 2 field, and all the ideal of this structure is of the form, all the ideals of say F1 cross F2 up to Fk, where each Fi is a field. Are of the form I1 cross I2 Ik, where each I is ideal in Fi, where I is running from 1 up to k. So when you are doing the finite product of fields, these fields may be finite or may be infinite, but this product is a finite product. Then all the ideals of this structure is of the form I1 cross I2 up to Ik, where each I is an ideal in Fi. So for this structure, every field has precisely 2 ideals, 0 ideal and ring itself. So it has 2 ideal, it has 2 ideal. So it has total 4 ideals, and out of which 2 will be prime ideals. And the prime ideal or all the ideal will look like, so this is 0 cross 0, the trivial ideal, Q cross 0, 0 cross Q, Q cross Q. These 2 you can check, these 2 are maximal as well as prime ideals. This is neither maximal nor prime, and this is the improper ideal. So it has finitely many ideals, but it is not a field. And the statement I have written here, it is also valid for R1 cross R2 up to Rk, the finite product of rings, but those rings should be commutative with the unity. But अगर उसके पास unity या commutativity लूज हो रही है तो आप नहीं लिख सकते. So you can generalize this statement. Say R1, R2 up to Rk, where each Ri is a commutative ring with unity. अगर आप commutativity या unity लूज करेंगे तो ये statement false हो जाएगा. Again, this is valid for finite product. So this option is false. If R has finitely many ideals, then R is finite. You can take any infinite field. This Q is an infinite field, or you can take any infinite field. Every field has 2 ideals. So it has 2 ideals, but it is not finite. Option C, if R is a PID, then every subring of R with the unity is a PID. What can you say about this? Can you see this example? Say Qx, this, or you can say R is a field if and only if Rx is a principal ideal domain. So this Q being a field, by this statement this Qx is a PID. If you take the subring Zx is not a PID. It is with unity, it is commutative, it is a subring of Qx, but it is not PID by this statement. R is a field if and only if Rx is a PID. This Z is not a field, this Zx is not a PID. So this is false. सिंगल करेक्ट है, 3 ऑप्शन डिस्कार्ड हो चुके, तो ऑप्शन डी हैज़ टू बी करेक्ट ऑप्शन. ऑप्शन डी इज इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेटमेंट. इफ आर इज एन इंटीग्रल डोमेन विच हैज़ फाइनाइटली मैनी आइडियल्स, अगर आपके पास कोई भी इंटीग्रल डोमेन है जिसके पास फाइनाइटली मैनी आइडियल हो, दैट स्ट्रक्चर इज गोइंग टू बी फील्ड ऑलवेज. आप वहाँ पर हमेशा शो कर पाओगे कि कोई भी आप नॉन जीरो एलिमेंट पिक करो, देन उसके पास कोई भी नॉन जीरो एलिमेंट लो, वो हमेशा मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स पजेस करेगा. एंड प्रूफ आई हैव गिवन इन माई थ्योरी लेक्चर, यू कैन वॉच देम फॉर प्रूफ. सो यू कैन नोट दिस स्टेटमेंट. इफ आर इज एन इंटीग्रल डोमेन with finitely many ideals, this implies R is a field. So for proving, you have to use integral domain, that is the zero divisor-ness, unity element, and finitely many ideals. So you have to construct some structure like that. You have infinitely many ideals, but because it is saying it has finitely many ideals, so that process should terminate. So you should use that process. And if you are having problem, you can see in the theory lecture. So option D is correct. Question number 2 is a repeated question. Let X is a open 0 1 be a open unit interval and CXR be the ring of all continuous functions from X to R, that is the set of all real valued continuous function defined on open 0 1. For any x is inside 0, 1, fix x inside 0, 1. Let Ix is the collection of all function from CXR which are getting vanished at point x. So Cx, R is defined as collection of all functions which are defined from open 0, 1 to R, and those functions are continuous. Fix any x inside open 0, 1. Define an ideal I of x. Collection of all functions from CXR whose value at point x is 0. So this x is a fixed member. What can you say about this ideal? अगर आपकी रिंग ऑफ ऑल कॉन्टिन्यूस फंक्शन में अगर कोई भी आइडियल किसी एक पॉइंट पर वैनिश हो रही है, वो सारे फंक्शन कलेक्ट करें जो किसी एक पॉइंट पर वैनिश हो रहे हैं, वो हमेशा मैक्सिमल बनता है. फॉर प्रूफ यू कैन सी दिस. डिफाइन इवैल्यूएशन homomorphism. This is an standard homomorphism. Let phi of x, we are defining the evaluation homomorphism for point x. So I am defining for phi x, say CXR to R. I am sending phi x, the function, the member in this ring will look like a function. So I am taking a function f and I am sending at point fx. So I am evaluating the value of f at point small x. So this is called the evaluation homomorphism. You can observe this is an onto ring homomorphism. If you take any real number, I can take the constant function that will be the pre-image for R. Say you are saying alpha be any real number, then define a constant function fx barabar alpha for every x inside open 0, 1. So that will be the pre-image for that alpha. So every element here has a pre-image. So this is an onto ring homomorphism. If you find kernel, you are going to add your Ix. Exactly. Kernel is a collection of all those functions which are getting vanished at point x. So this is nothing but your Ix. So by fundamental theorem, you can see this Cx, R quotient with ideal x is isomorphic to R because this is onto. It is actually isomorphic to image set, but because of onto-ness, image set will be equal to codomain. So this CXR is a CRU, and this is maximal if and only if this whole is a field. But this is a field, hence this Ix has to be maximal. And in a CRU, every maximal ideal becomes prime because this R is without zero divisor. Hence, this is prime ideal. You say this structure is without zero divisor if and only if this ideal is prime ideal. So this is prime as well as maximal. So option A and option B are correct. Ix is prime, Ix is maximal. Option C, every maximal ideal of CXR is equal to Ix for some x. Is it true? Or can you give me some other type of maximal ideal for this? See, if I give you say this ideal, 1 second. Every maximal ideal of CXR is equal to IX for some X inside capital X. इस ऑप्शन पे भी आते हैं. ऑप्शन डी, CXR is an integral domain. क्या ज़रूरी है CXR इंटीग्रल डोमेन होगा? If I define this, say fx, so I am defining in this way. This is open 0, open 1. Fix this point any alpha inside open 0, 1. Take the straight line 0 to alpha, then x minus alpha. So this is 0 whenever x is less than or equal to alpha, bigger than 0, and then the straight line x minus alpha whenever alpha is less than x, less than 1. Clearly this is a non-zero function. If you define gx in this way, say x minus alpha whenever 0 less than x, less than or equal to alpha, 0 whenever alpha bigger than x, less than 1. So you are defining in the reverse way. From 0 to alpha you are taking the x minus alpha line, that is, and after this is 0. So this is my g function. If you product these two, you are going to get 0 identically. This is non-zero, and product is 0. Hence it has a 0 divisor. And how many 0 divisor? At least how many choices for alpha are possible? So there are uncountably many choices for alpha. So there exists at least uncountably many 0 divisors. Now let us come to the option C. Option C says every maximal ideal of CXR is equal to IX for some x belongs to capital X. That means if you find any maximal ideal of this ring that is of the form I of x for some x. But for this I will give you one hint. Basically this concept is not related to ring theory. It is totally related to topology and functional analysis. I am giving you one statement. If K is a compact set in general space, then every maximal ideal of the set C K comma say R, that is the collection of all functions such that which are defined from K to R and those functions are continuous. So if your K is a compact set, then every maximal ideal of this is of the form I of x, where I of x is collection of all functions from CKR such that f at x barabar 0. Here this x is a fixed quantity from this K. So this is true whenever you are having a compact set. But if you do not have any compact set, that statement is not in general true. So option C will be false. And I will give you one more way to construct maximal ideal for this. I will not give you the exact example, but I will give you the way how to construct. Define an ideal I. This I is defined as the collection of all functions of C x comma R having compact support. That is, इस आई में वो सारे फंक्शन आएंगे जिनके पास कॉम्पैक्ट सपोर्ट होगा. दैट मीन्स हर एक फंक्शन के पास कोई ना कोई कॉम्पैक्ट सेट ऐसा एग्जिस्ट करेगा फ्रॉम ओपन 0 to 1 सच दैट जो वो फंक्शन है वो आउटसाइड द कॉम्पैक्ट सेट हमेशा वैनिश हो जाएगा. यू कैन राइट इन दिस वे ऑल्सो, collection of all functions from Cx, R such that there exists or f has compact support. एंड कॉम्पैक्ट सपोर्ट का मीनिंग सिंपल है, इस ओपन 0 1 के पास कोई ना कोई ऐसा कॉम्पैक्ट सेट मिलेगा सच दैट दिस फंक्शन विल बी वैनिशिंग आउटसाइड दैट कॉम्पैक्ट सेट. यानी कि आपका कॉम्पैक्ट सेट के अंदर फंक्शन वैल्यू कुछ भी हो बट आउटसाइड दैट कॉम्पैक्ट सेट वो हमेशा वैनिश होना चाहिए. और आप जो भी कॉम्पैक्ट सेट फाइंड करोगे इसका वो हमेशा प्रॉपर होगा. दैट इज़ द मेन थिंग विच इज़ वर्किंग हेयर. अगर आप यहाँ पर ओपन 0 1 की जगह क्लोज 0 1 कर दोगे तो सारी की सारी मैक्सिमल आइडियल उसी फॉर्मेट की हो जाएंगी, आई ऑफ एक्स फॉर्मेट की, क्योंकि वो आपका अपने आप में कॉम्पैक्ट सेट बन जाएगा. बट दिस इज नॉट अ कॉम्पैक्ट, सो इफ यू फाइंड द कॉम्पैक्ट सपोर्ट फॉर फंक्शन, then you can define the ideal. This is the collection of all functions from CXR such that f has compact support. Now try one thing. Create a M. This is a maximal ideal containing I. Try to construct an ideal M which is a maximal ideal CX of CXR and containing I, and claim this M is not equal to I of X for any X. So if you can construct this, you can construct the maximal ideal which is not of this form. So this will be the example for this, and I am not going in very detail because it is not for ring theory, it is for functional and topology part. So correct options will be A and B only. C we have seen, C is not possible because open 01 is not a compact set, and D we have discarded. So option A and B. Now let us come to the problem number 3 and the last problem of this section. Let n belongs to Z, then which of the following are correct? For this, let me do one more thing. Let fx belongs to zx, that is this fx is a polynomial whose coefficients are coming from z, and fx is monic, that is the leading coefficient is 1, or you can say the coefficient of highest degree arriving in fx is 1. Fx is reducible over z if and only if fx is reducible over q. So this is provided your functions, your polynomial should be monic and should be defined on zx. Then only you can say if it is not defined on zx, the result is not true. If your function is not monic, the result is not true. So both things are needed. Now option A, x cube plus nx plus 1 is irreducible over z for every n. See, this is a monic polynomial defined on zx. It is irreducible over z if and only over q. So this is irreducible over z for every n. क्या जरूरी है कि हर एक n के लिए irreducible होगा? I can use the criteria for degree 2 and degree 3 over q because q is a field and this is a degree 3 polynomial. So I can say this polynomial is reducible over q if and only if it has a root over q. So suppose r by s belongs to q is a rational root for this, and I am choosing r by s in such a form the GCD of r comma s is 1. The proof I have given in my theory lecture. If you are seeking for a rational root, then this r should divide your constant term, this s should divide your leading term. So this polynomial has a rational root r by s, then this r must divide the constant term and this s must divide the leading coefficient, that is 1. So the possibility of r by s will be plus minus 1, because the possible divisor of 1 is plus minus 1, possible divisor of 1 is plus minus 1, so possible value of r by s will be either 1 or minus 1. So this has a rational root if and only if the root value is plus minus 1. So you need to check only plus and minus 1, and it is saying for every n belongs to z, if you choose n to be 0, then take x is equal to minus 1, it will be vanishing at point minus 1. You can check the value, the minus 1 power 3 plus 1 is 0. So for n is equal to 0 and this x value is minus 1, it has a root, hence it is reducible over q if and only reducible over z. So option A is false. Option B and C and D, let us verify the general case. Because the polynomial is same, they are saying x cube plus nx plus 1. So I can say this is reducible over q if and only if is reducible over z if and only if it has a root as plus minus 1, because if it has a root over q, then the possible root is either 1 or minus 1. So we need to find the value of n for which it has a plus 1 root, it has a minus 1 root. For that, this will be reducible, otherwise it will be irreducible. So if you check the value at minus 1, you are going to get minus 1 minus n plus 1 barabar 0, because it is a root, so your n value will be 0. If you check for 1, you are going to get 1 plus n plus 1 barabar 0, it will give you n is equal to minus 2. So this polynomial has a rational root only for n is equal to 0 or n is equal to minus 2. So this is reducible if and only if your n value is minus 2 or 0 over q as well as over z. So if you see the option B and option C, xq plus nx plus 1 is reducible over z if n belongs to 0 comma minus 1, true. Option C, xq plus nx plus 1 is irreducible over z if n belongs to if n is not in 0 comma minus 1. So option B and option D will be the generally true. Option B and option C will be generally true. Option D, xq plus nx plus 1 is reducible over z for infinitely many n, but we have seen it is reducible only for two values of n. If you are choosing n to be either 0 or minus 2, then only it is reducible, otherwise it is irreducible. So it is irreducible for infinitely many n, but reducible only for finitely many values of n. So option B and option C will be correct. I hope आपको problem समझ में आई होंगी, but still if you have any doubt and if you are having problem to construct such a maximal ideal, you can ask me in the WhatsApp also. You can do comment also. If you have any suggestion for us, you are always welcome. Thanks for watching this solution series.